This is the Cruise FM Out of Tune podcast with Stacie and Curtis.
Okay, this is going to be a different episode 10 of the Out of Tune podcast, season 2.
The tenest 10 of them all.
The 10th 10.
The 10th 10. Well, a few weeks ago, I gushed and fanboyed about my love of lyrics.
Yes.
How I just shut down and listened to my cassette tapes and make myself feel whole again. And that is my safe place that makes me feel like I have value.
Yes.
Yours
and but I was unable to properly reciprocate because I am not a lyrics person. I am a music person more.
Yes.
And so when you were like, what lyrics really stuck out for you in high school? It was like crickets chirping for me, because it wasn't one in particular or two or five like you had, possibly more. And I was like, oh my God, I've never been able to contribute back. This is weird. What's happening?
To me, lyrics are like the ingredients
in a recipe. Oh my God.
And I pitch it right across the plate for you. You're up, Stacie Cooper. What are we talking about today?
Because that's what you had said after the debacle with the lyrics.
Debacle.
You were like, well, okay, next, the episode after that or whatever, after we did hot takes, pardon me, you said, we'll talk about cooking because you love cooking.
That's your passion.
And so that is one of my passions, absolutely. But I don't know how to go about this. Like, where do we start? Do you have a question? How do I get into it?
How did you get into it? I guess would be my question.
Get into it? Well, that's a great question.
I know you have mentioned many times that you come from a family of everybody cooks. Big meals are a thing. That's importance in family get-togethers.
And I feel like that's much for anybody where a lot of that kind of stuff starts.
Sure.
I know like some of my cousins don't like to cook, and they were at all those dinners with me. But there are people where it's just like, yeah, I like this. I'm going to keep doing it. And so I did. Like my grandma, I feel like is where she's to blame for all of this in the best way. She had 7 kids, got married at 17. Had to provide for this family and cook for them. And so she was an absolute machine, this woman. She would make food and clean, and like she was the housewife of all housewives, feeding 9 people in a house and feeding company who came over. And so when I was younger, I would go to grandma's on a Saturday and just spend the day with her while she did her stuff, which was making buns, making soup, making pierogies, all the things. And I would help her, which was hilarious. I love the fact that she trusted me, even though like I've cooked with my daughter before. And it's a challenge because when you cook, you have a set way of doing things, right? Especially when you do it so often. And then when a little person joins you, it's like, okay, well, let's do everything differently. And my grandma, bless her heart, she did that with me. She let me cook with her all the time. So I also got to start young myself, being able to help. So I think that was, part of it for sure.
So it's wrapped up in nostalgia.
Oh, huge, big time.
As well as the actual finished product?
Oh, yeah. I love the finished product of cooking is the best because you get to eat it.
Yeah.
And hopefully enjoy it if it turns out okay.
I remember that famous scene in The Wedding Singer where Adam Sandler is giving, he's giving music lessons to that old lady, and then she gives him meatballs to go and just puts them in his hand.
hand.
Oh no, take a bite.
Take a bite.
Your reaction is the best part. And he has to take a bite. Okay.
Yes. And that goes to another part of it too, is like giving food as a gift to somebody.
Yeah.
Amazing. Because it's just like making anything, whether it's woodworking or knitting or whatever. It feels good to give something homemade. And food's a great thing to do. I love getting food as a gift.
I would rather get cookies that probably took someone 10 minutes to make than like an expensive gift.
Yeah.
Absolutely, every time.
Yeah.
Something that shows a little bit of effort, to me, looks like a ton of effort because I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, every time. You remember those gifts.
Absolutely. And so, yeah, growing up, Mennonite cooking is what I grew up on, which was pretty basic. Like, Mennonites were poor, and my grandma was poor. She was a baby of the Depression. Like, she stretched every dollar. All the food was something that you could do with flour and eggs and some salt, maybe. Everything was quite simple and plain, but we still enjoyed it, obviously, because it was just what we ate. It was the family food. And then growing up, my parents didn't have a ton of money either, so we ate super basic, which I don't know if that is the case for everybody, but it was like this weird schedule of macaroni and wieners on Monday. That's what we had on Mondays.
Yeah.
Tuesday was pork chops. Wednesday was hamburger helper and a salad. Like, it was just routine because we had swimming lessons and what have you. So it was like, this is the schedule. It's what we're sticking to. Nothing fancy. Like, I don't even remember the first time I had a steak. I would probably have been like a teenager. Mm-hmm. And that makes sense, I think.
So do you still have big family, extended family get-togethers?
No. My Christmases on both sides of my family kind of petered out with COVID, unfortunately. And then they're so big, both sides of the family, it's hard to get everybody together. But immediate family dinners all the time. Like, that is still what kind of continues my love of cooking, aside from just me doing it on my own. And it was interesting because I was responsible for cooking when I was younger, too. I was a latchkey kid.
Yeah.
And so when I was probably 11, I was getting home and they would have left the ground beef in the fridge. I start frying it up, making hamburger helper. I'd have to make a salad. I hate making salads, but I love eating them because I've just been doing it for so long. But regardless, I've been cooking for a really long time. So that's the other thing, is my parents trusted me to do it. I helped with them. And so then I was trustable, damn it. And then I had to start doing it myself.
So pre-COVID, when the family get-togethers were still quite large, were you new grandma?
No.
You were raised up as
I did not get that level.
The predecessor. No,
I mean, I did take over my grandma's pumpkin pie making, which I take as an absolute honor. Because her pumpkin pies were out of this world, irreplaceable, so good. So I have her recipe card, not just like someone's I have her recipe card, and
the tablet.
They're pretty good.
Tablet in stone.
Basically, it was. So I have her recipe. I've made them many years now, and I feel they are definitely on par to hers. So I never got to be, and I don't know if that's how it works all the time. I don't think that's how it's going to work in my family necessarily, where all of a sudden I become that next woman or person who takes over as the head of those meals.
Well, those giant family get-togethers, I don't think are as much of a thing anymore. I don't even know if we can really blame COVID. I mean, people are having.
I don't think we can. I think
kids. There's less time to get together. Everybody works weekends. It's just not what it was. I can remember the biggest family get-togethers in the 80s and 90s. You have like 30 cousins, right?
Yep.
And it was just chaos. For
Christmas. And like we had my teenage cousins would eat 3 plates of food themselves.
Yeah.
Each. And it was insane how much my grandma cooked. And you're right. I feel like just the way we've progressed as a society, it's just not the same anymore.
We used to have annual get-togethers for my grandma's birthday with everyone. And we'd go to this one of my uncles had farmland. And we would go out there, and it was just he had a Kwanzaa. I mean, he still does, but Kwanzaa? It was like Kwanzaa. Yes, Kwanzaa. What's Kwanzaa?
Kwanzaa's an African holiday.
Yes.
Yeah.
Kwanzaa.
Quonset.
I'm also a fan of Kwanzaa.
Sure.
Absolutely.
Me too.
Maybe we should go celebrate Kwanzaa in the Quonset. I'm just going to keep going like this is going well. Okay, but it was amazing because it had this wall of pictures.
Oh, nice.
And it was untouched.
Yeah.
We would go there for one weekend, and then I don't know if he went back into it all year. So
it was just his
It was this
space.
time capsule, and we would go there and we would celebrate Grandma's birthday.
Aww.
And the year after she died, we never went back.
Really?
So I wonder if that has a bit of it to do, and it was kind of thrown around like, well, we could still keep doing it. Everyone was like, no.
We did it for her.
We did it for Grandma.
And that's, I think, what we're talking about now is that progression of like things changing. You do things for that matriarch because she did it for you.
Yeah.
And so you hold things together. And once that boomer, not even boomer, pre-boomer is gone, it's different, man. There's an absolute shift for sure.
That's heavy though. Like if that's not coming back, the big family get-togethers.
I know, man.
I can't imagine what would ever cause to go the other way of like, no, we're, we have to book this time off and get together.
Hopefully it does happen. And I know, and I think maybe it will happen. It's just maybe not going to be as prevalent.
Sure.
And, I don't want to say important, but like just not as often. Because it's still great to get together with everybody.
Sure.
It's very different.
And it's like, well, don't we want to pay homage and tribute? Like, we can still get together. You know, she wasn't that present the last couple years because she was in poor health, and we also got together and had fun, but there's no appetite.
Yeah.
There's no appetite on the side
and
of the family. And
does that say something about us as a people, like being like, well, it's not important. It's not important because she's not here.
Yeah, that was the glue.
Yeah, it's weird, man. It is weird, and I don't like thinking about it. But you all of a sudden, every once in a while, see it happening.
Yes.
I really didn't want to turn this into like a Debbie Downer.
No, it's not. We'll bring it back around. We'll bring it back around.
But it's real. Like that is what's happening. And I know, like my family has always had a lot of kids. My mom's mom had 14 siblings. My dad had 6 siblings. Like, you come from Mennonite families. They're huge.
They're huge.
So the big gatherings were always a thing.
Yeah.
So it is weird to see it change, but food still brings people together.
And there's just less kids because they had less kids and we had less kids.
I have 1.
Yeah. I have 2. My sister has 1. That's it.
Yeah.
And then on my wife's side, there's 4.
Yeah.
That's it.
So yeah, it's definitely smaller. That's
so we
for
could
sure.
definitely get everybody inside our house easily. We just don't.
We just don't. And then if you do, though, because we've had that too, where we didn't,
Yeah.
and then we did, and it was like, oh my God, that was great. It was really good.
Sure.
But then we'll just wait a bit longer till it happens again.
Yeah.
It's not that we hate it.
It's so much work.
It is a lot.
It's so much work.
Okay, that is the other thing. Like, cooking is actually a lot of work because it's the planning, it's the purchasing of groceries, it is the organization the day of, and I'm talking for like
And that's why
a
I don't
Christmas
do it.
dinner. It's a ton
That's
of work.
why I'm not on the same page
at
all.
And this conversation is funny because as teenagers, you know, you floated around, you played with your cousins, you sat down and ate. Maybe you did some dishes and then you took off.
Yeah.
Whereas those people, those matriarchs of the family would have spent the whole day preparing.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, I spent all day preparing for the meal to be over in 20 minutes.
Yeah.
But that's just what you did.
Yeah.
And it's true. Like, cooking is so much work. And I know that my grandma, bless her heart, got to the stage where she was just like, I am done.
Yeah.
I'm done with big Christmas dinners. I am throwing in my hat. And we morphed it into everybody brought an appetizer, which was completely fine. Sure. She was able to relax. We were all able to relax. It was a great little amendment to what used to happen.
Okay.
So anyway, that was like the background.
Yes.
I think the biggest change for me cooking wise was when I moved to England. I lived in a hostel / hotel where I was a chambermaid. Curtis is...
I'm full disclosure, I lean forward when you talk about your time in England because you blow my freaking mind. Some like you have your A storyline. And then every once in a while, you just throw in this like random fun fact. I'm like, whoa, you are burying the lead.
Sorry, what?
What? Back up, Cooper. You what while you were in England? So
I served Renee.
Let's see where this goes.
Renee Zellweger at the Body Shop.
You served Renee Zellweger. At the Body Shop.
Mm-hmm.
What's in Renee Zellweger's basket?
I don't remember.
Shop?
We were also flustered. It was really funny because she was shooting Bridget Jones's Diary. Anyway, when I lived in the hostel hotel...
Literally what I mean. But okay, let's talk about food now.
So it was... people could come and rent a double room and leave after one night, but we lived there. Yes. And so there was a common room in the basement and a kitchen that we had access to use. But because I was a chambermaid, I was able to also use like the dishes and what have you. And so we would get together and make meals for each other. Big meals, but cheap ones. We would buy literally like 2 cans of stew and boil up a pound of pasta and just dump it on there and make that for dinner. But then we would every once in a while, I was really into buying cookbooks at the time. So we'd buy cookbooks and make these big recipes together and feed like 10 people. It was fantastic. But I also got to eat a lot of really good food while I was over there. Like, I had Indian for the first time. I had Vietnamese and Thai for the first time. And it was just blowing my mind every time. All these crazy cuisines that were available that I had never tried. And I had obviously traveled to other countries as well and tried their food. So I really think that inspired me, got me going and wanting to cook more. Because then when I came home to Saskatoon after my whole big adventure was over, which was like 2.5 years.
Came back a new girl.
I was like, we had no Vietnamese restaurants. And this was in 2001.
Yeah.
Not a single Vietnamese restaurant. We had the Taj Mahal, I think, for Indian, and lots of Thomas the Cook, of course, and stuff. But and Chinese, but like nothing further past that. And so I was like, well, I still want to eat that food, so I got to cook it myself. And so I would go and try to recreate these meals and stuff like that. But I just wanted to keep cooking and keep making.
You could have been the first Vietnamese restaurant in Saskatoon. How different would your life have been? Right?
I mean, I would have needed a lot of help, that's for sure. But obviously, once they started popping up, we have so many great restaurants now of so many different ethnicities, and I love it.
Vietnamese is probably 80% of my...
You are a big fan.
My takeout.
Yeah. But we have like Turkish restaurants now. We have
it's phenomenal.
Egyptian ones where you can go. Is it Egyptian where you go and eat with your hands? I'm not even sure, but we have those options now, and I love it. We have tons of Japanese restaurants, so that's fantastic. But then when it comes down to the actual just like cooking, I do live by myself right now. I have my daughter on a rotating schedule, and I like to make things for her. We have, chicken wings and rice and a vegetable, so she's a great eater. She likes sushi.
Oh,
she's a sushi eater. She loves seaweed salad. She likes Indian. So she's getting that adventurous palate.
That may be one of your biggest accomplishments, to
Honestly,
be honest. To not have a
flex.
picky eater kid.
Yes. I am so
you are
thankful.
like a unicorn.
Because that's the thing. It's like if we sometimes, probably like once a week, we go out for dinner. And it's like, the majority of kids are like chicken fingers, burger, pizza, whatever. And I'm not slighting that because I love chicken fingers. So does she. But the option of being able to go and have sushi with her, fantastic. We're having shrimp tempura. We're having...
That is amazing. I am so jealous.
It was, it's been pretty great, I have to say. And so... my cooking love is still there. And when my girlfriend, my bestie, and I get together, we cook together. But I do the cooking and she does the cleaning up. And so we have this perfect system where I get to make the food, which I love, like chopping and prepping and organizing and all that stuff. And she's cleaning up right behind me. It's the perfect marriage, quite honestly.
I love
That's
all
how
of
it
this.
should be.
Okay, let's get into the dishes.
Okay.
You want to knock someone's socks off. What's Stacie?
Knock someone's socks
What is
off.
Stacie Cooper's top 3 dishes that's going to blow someone's mind?
There is a lasagna that I make that my family won't stop talking about.
Okay.
And it's nothing crazy. It's literally just like...
And I need you to keep your secrets.
Okay.
But just...
It's a 3-cheese lasagna, so there's a ton of cheese. It is not for lactose intolerant people.
Yeah,
I mean,
sure.
It could be, but you're going to have a hard time.
Yeah.
So that's...
But it's worth it. That's how good it is.
Oh, 100%.
Eat it in the bathroom.
And it's a recipe out of a cookbook that I bought in London.
Yes.
So for me, it has some sentimental ties.
During your times as a madam.
As a madam of my brothel.
Assigning rooms by the hour.
Not brothel, Curtis. Hostel.
Hostel.
I can see how they would get easily confused.
Well, the lines are pretty blurred from your job descriptions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can see that.
It's fine.
Okay, so the lasagna is one of them. And see, I make this other thing, and I made it when I did the cook-off, or not the cook-off. I did a cooking demonstration at Gardenscapes this year in conjunction with Prairie Meats. Shout out to Prairie Meats. They're delicious. God, we made a steak in the kitchen at Prairie Land. It was so good. But I love orzo. I'm currently going through an orzo phase. Yeah. Orzo is better for you than rice. There's more protein and fiber in it than rice. I'm just saying.
Okay.
And so I make a really good pilaf where I take and grill peppers, onions, mushrooms, small pieces of cauliflower in a barbecue wok with salt, pepper, olive oil. Grill those up so they get some char. Mix it with cooked orzo, lemon juice, garlic, olive oil, salt, and pepper. And then toss in some black olives and maybe some goat cheese. Sprinkle with parsley. And then I found this spice also too, going to the international aisle of Superstore for me is like Christmas. Because first of all, if you're ever looking for cheap spices, because you know how much spices are if you go to the normal aisle, the spice aisle, go to the international aisle, they're like 2/3 cheaper. I kid you not. You're probably going to get a bigger bag. But regardless, I found this shawarma seasoning. And if you've ever had shawarma, which again, I did have in England for the first time, and it blew my mind. And when I went back to visit years later, I went back to Shawarma King and had the same dish. And it was just as good as I remembered. And that was like one of the best full circle moments.
I love all of that.
So anyway, I'll do a shawarma pork chop on the barbecue with some olive oil, the shawarma seasoning, a bit of salt and pepper, squeeze some lemon juice on it when it's done. And that is another one of my favorite meals to cook. So that's 2 meals. I don't know. And I don't have like necessarily
the go-to
standout go-to ones. I just like throwing shit together. Oh, grilled cabbage is another one of my absolute favorites.
Okay.
Olive oil, garlic, salt and pepper. It's like the trifecta. Salt and pepper, olive oil, garlic. And on the barbecue, and then drizzle it with white wine vinegar when you're done. It's, if you're like, cabbage is disgusting, shut your face and try it on the barbecue.
Yes.
You put anything on the barbecue, it's amazing.
Absolutely.
I've had a Caesar salad where the lettuce was grilled on the barbecue or on a grill, and it was amazing.
Caesar salad, one of my favorite.
Is it?
Foods of all time, yeah.
Do you ever make your own Caesar salad dressing?
I make my own Caesar salad, not dressing. I make my own Caesar salad all the time, but I have a complicated relationship with food as a former overweight person.
Okay, fair enough.
It's something I inherited really bad genetics.
Okay.
So food doesn't always agree with me.
Mm-hmm.
I so easily put on weight. Like you have no idea.
Right.
So that's always in my head, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I grew up watching everyone else around me eat whatever they want.
Oh, damn.
And I did not have that experience.
Yeah.
So it's always in my mind. And I can't remember my train of thought where I was going with this at one point.
Caesar salad.
Yes, Caesar salad. I will crave Caesar salad, and I will go and I will get all the ingredients.
Yeah.
And I will gorge Caesar salad. And then I don't want it the next day. And lettuce is gone after like 2 days.
Huh.
I cannot, and then for me, it's like, well, I've spent all this money. I don't want to see Caesar salad again the next day. And then I feel like I've wasted it,
Yeah.
Because that's my biggest thing is once in a while I will get motivated and I will be like, look at me, I'm Stacie Cooper. I'm going to get all these ingredients and put together this good meal.
Yeah.
But then I was like, was that worth it? Because
it's always worth it, Chris.
Because
like
my daughter is not adventurous. She will not eat that.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of like a one and done for me.
And fair enough. That's why cooking, much like a lot of other things, hobbies and sports or whatever, it's all relative to the situation. Like if you're someone who doesn't like leftovers, that's so hard to cook for one person. I will live off of leftovers. Like, oh my God, I made 2 batches of a really good dill pickle pasta salad back to back about a month ago. I ate pasta salad for, I kid you not, a week, 2 meals a day. And I love leftovers. I have a huge issue with people who don't.
I think you just have good time management as well. There are weekends where my wife and I actually have time and we're like, let's meal prep. Mm-hmm. And those are like the best weeks.
Yeah.
Because we're not scrambling.
And that's the thing, man, is it does. We talked about the time it takes to make that happen. It's true. And I am blessed with a schedule that gives me time. So on a Tuesday, I don't know why it ends up happening on a Tuesday, but on a random Tuesday, I'll make this huge gourmet meal and then eat it for the next 3 days just because I had the time.
And I can imagine for you, cooking is also like you get to be quiet.
Yeah.
You don't have to talk.
Mm-hmm. And most of the time, I want to say...
Which is like an extra bonus. After doing this for like 10 hours, you can go home and like just do something you like that doesn't involve, you're not... I don't know, maybe you're putting on a show to your kid. Hey, now let's add the lettuce. Hey, I'm so excited. Well,
sometimes if she's with me, she'll jump in and help for sure. Mm-hmm. She got in there the one time and like separated all the chicken wings. I bought a big slab from Costco. She was right in there with me, separating them all so we could freeze them, what have you. But I'll put on some music and get into a little bit of pour myself a drink.
Yes.
Because it's the experience for me. And it's also like making the realization of like, ooh, I'm going to make this tonight. And if I happen to also just have the stuff in the house, that's the best. Because you're like, look what I put together with these 6 random things. That feels great. But also too, like fully planning it out, getting the stuff is always so good.
I wish this was video because Stacie Cooper, absolutely glowing. I'm serious. I love talking to people about what they're passionate about. It's the greatest thing. It's the absolute greatest thing. And I love this for you so much.
I do. And it's so like... Just to like turn this conversation a little deeper, my family, like Sunday dinners, big thing. We always, and I'm talking my immediate family. So we would go over there. I was in there like a dirty shirt helping and getting things ready. My dad, master of the barbecue. And my dad and my mom, I think that's where I learned a lot of my time management and organization from they were like it was like a ballet. Everything was so perfectly coordinated. They worked so well together. And my dad passed away in February. And I remember after he did pass away, because on my Instagram, my social media, I share a ton of food and beverages. That is what I enjoy. And that's what is going to be reflected on my account, Stacie Cooper. And so after my dad passed away, cooking made me feel really happy. And it was familiar.
Yeah.
And I enjoyed it. And so and that's what I did. I was cooking almost like pointlessly in a way because it would, first of all, distract me from everything. But it would also make me think of cooking together. And it just made me happy, even though I was sad. And so for me, it's almost like a therapy as well, which is kind of weird. But I get it. And I like that I have that and I get joy from it. Because, I don't know, we need to do more things that make us happy. And even if it's like, and sometimes I'll just have macaroni with cheese whiz on it. And I'll still feel damn good because that is like my number one comfort food.
We've talked about cheese whiz.
Yeah, in our hot takes last time.
It's also nice that something that brings you comfort and peace also you get to share with other people.
Oh, totally.
That's pretty rare. Most times people bury themselves inside what they love. It doesn't benefit anyone else. It's like a coping thing. So, and
it goes back to the, like, if I make something at home, I'll bring my mom some leftovers and she'll be like, oh yeah, this one was good. And I was like, it was so easy to make, blah, blah. All you have to do is this. And it makes you feel good. It makes them feel good. They get to try something new that might not have ever cooked before. And it's a great shared experience, quite frankly.
Well, let's jump ahead to Gardenscape.
Oh, yeah.
You were asked. There was two people. There was you and someone, another celebrity who has a long-standing tradition of cooking and getting recipes out there.
Mr. Loshak, yes.
You are shoulder to shoulder with this guy, holding your own
Honestly.
up on the stage. What did that awaken you?
Well, here's the thing. My bestie works for Prairie Land. She organizes the signature events there, the exhibition, Gardenscape, PopCon, all those things. Yep. And they needed one more person to do a demo. And she's like, Bestie, do you want to cook at Gardenscape? And I was like, instantly, I was like, no, what? But then I was like, yeah, I do, actually, because
not going to pass this up.
I know I can do it. It was new to me, the whole like headpiece, camera above you, chopping in front of people. But I was sharing little tips I knew. Like, do you know how to pick the perfect lemon or lime?
I don't.
I'm going to tell you.
Okay.
It's going to change your citrus game completely. Heavy and smooth. That's how you pick a good lemon or lime. You don't want one that is light because if it's light, it's got a lot of that rind. Yeah. If it's heavy, it's mostly flesh, like the juice part. And if it's shiny, it is going to be denser. I don't know what it is. I've heard this from other people. This was my own noticing that I made. And then I saw other people doing it too. And I was like, oh my God, it's a thing. So I was sharing these little tidbits of information with people. And then one guy came up to me afterwards and I had made that pilaf I was talking about along with some chicken skewers from Prairie Meats. And he's like, okay, so I'm doing some ribs. And now I just want to, and he started asking me questions like I was some kind of.
He's asking you for cooking advice.
He asked me for cooking advice.
That's amazing. That's the dream. That's the stuff you remember.
Yeah, because I was talking about low and slow when it comes to like cooking ribs and stuff. Also, that's my next meal or my third meal.
Ribs.
Okay. From Mr. Do you remember Mr. Rizzo's?
Yes.
They're Mr. Rizzo's ribs. I have a Mr. Rizzo's cookbook that I somehow procured. And it's the ribs from there. My dad has made them for years and years, and now it's my dish. I get to make my dad's ribs all the time. People love them. And it's the whole low and slow on the barbecue. My dad's taught me so much about grilling as well. I am very confident barbecuing. And so, yeah, this dude comes up to me and he's like, yeah, I'm doing these ribs. And I'm just wondering if like the mustard has a binder. I was like, I've not. And, I was able to answer his question based on what I had learned from either my dad or from a cooking show. So that was kind of cool.
So you got a taste, and we've brought it up a taste. We've brought this up before, but what's the next step for the Stacie Cooper cooking show? And I'm being 100% serious because I have the means.
You do.
It's literally a when is everybody getting in one place?
And that's what is really crazy is I love your passion, Curtis, because you will take something and run with it. And sometimes other people don't have that, and I definitely don't. I love partnering with other people, and we can do something together.
That's what I do.
Right? And I think that's always such a great marriage is when you have almost, it's like the opposite attract, right? Like I have this one thing and you have the other. Well, let's bring them together and do something.
Well, you're a surefire, what is it, coach to attach your wagon to. I mean, you've got the name power, the passion, and the talent to pull this off. So
I guess
getting a crew together that would want to bring this to life.
I have a couple of ideas and I don't want to share them
because we could share them off.
The thousands of people that are listening are going to take it and probably start it before I can get to it. And I would hate for that to happen.
I remember we joked about you combining it with your like rave background. And we could just have
EDM in the background.
Yeah. And I actually ran into Charlie Hustle and I was like, hey, you want to do a cooking show with Stacie Cooper? And he goes, yeah, man, I do cooking shows.
I love Charlie Hustle.
But I thought that was such a funny response. He just looks me dead in the eye and goes, yeah, I do cooking shows. And like, I knew he was joking, but he deadpanned it. Then I was like, maybe he's not joking. Maybe, has he done I don't think he's done a cooking show before.
But he's up for it.
But he's up for it.
And again, it's that passion. Everybody's little pieces of passion all together make great things.
And name recognition. He was like, Stacie Cooper. Yeah, of course.
As if he knows me.
He knows who you are.
He knows who I am.
He knows you are.
Oh my God, I know who he is.
Charlie Hustle, man. So there you go.
Charlie Hustle.
You want someone kicking it old school on the ones and twos while you're making ribs.
His music, because I've been to so many of, he's a big part of the Pink Wig Foundation too, which I used to be on the board of, and he would perform at our after parties all the time. His mix is my life.
Yeah.
Everything he plays, I'm like, yes, 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 yes.
You can hear him at every Mamba game. He's the in-house DJ for the basketball here. But
fantastic.
My biggest Charlie Hustle memory was at Jazz Fest a couple years ago. One of the big acts or semi-big acts couldn't make it. The plane was delayed. And so they brought him in at the last minute.
Nice.
Terrible thing to jump into. All these people either got a refund or came. Who they paid big money and were excited to see was not there. Here's Charlie Hustle, local DJ. I mean, what a nightmare to step in front of that crowd. And he just, I can't even explain how hard he nailed this gig.
Yeah.
He showed up and
He's
he immediately was like, hey, everybody, I know you didn't come to see me, but like, I'm going to try my best to keep this party going. And then he was remixing that musician's music. And
amazing.
I am not joking. Out of all the stuff I saw, because I'm, working the big screens.
Right.
I'm in the tent.
Yeah.
He probably had the most people up and dancing.
I absolutely can see that happening.
Talk about starting minus 100 and bringing it up to 1,000. It was honestly, it was one of the damnedest things I've ever seen. And
amazing.
That is absolute testament to that man's ability.
He is good at what he does. Yeah. Very good at what he does. Because there are some
read the crowd
DJs where you're like, I don't know if you quite got it. He's got it.
He understood the assignment. Holy crap.
Okay, well, that's pretty exciting because it sort of fits kind of into what I might be thinking of doing.
Okay, sorry.
So, no, that's
I'm sure that's not the vision, but
you totally stole my idea.
Maybe some elements.
Yeah. Okay, so that is it. I love cooking. I love, my friend gifted me a New York Times cooking subscription.
Yeah.
It's so great. You get fun recipes to your inbox. I make them. It's lovely. I also like to bake too. Baking and cooking are very different because baking is science. Cooking is like, whatever. And
I've never thought about that.
Oh, 100%. Baking requires like baking soda, yeast, leavenings, baking powder, all that kind of stuff. Scientific chemical reactions need to happen for you to get what you want. Cooking is literally like, that tastes nice, I'm going to add more to it. Or what if I combine it with this? So that's also what I like. When I made something and I posted it on Instagram, someone was like, oh my God, what's your recipe? And I was like, 3 different ones that I mushed together to make what I wanted, So that's what else I love is the ability to like be not necessarily creative, but just try a bunch of different stuff and see what works. What sticks to the wall, We're
doing the show.
Okay.
We're doing the show. I have a friend who he's young. He still lives at home, but he actually has a kitchen big enough that we can get cameras in.
Sweet.
And so he was telling his family, he's like, you're going to have to leave for a day if we shoot this cooking. and they weren't down. And I was like, drop the name. He's like, well, Stacie Cooper from 96.3 Cruise FM. And they were like, Stacie Cooper.
Well, in that case.
She's going to come cook in our house?
Get out of my kitchen. Just kidding.
It's going to happen.
Okay. Well, you know what, Curtis? I'm excited. And we do need to have a meeting with the brains. The crew. And see what happens. Okay.
It's gonna come.
Who knows? Maybe in season 3 on episode 10, we'll be talking about this.
Amazing.
Wouldn't that be cool?
I just like working with good people.
There you go. So do I.
Passionate, good people. Thank you so much. That was mind-blowing to me.
I'm glad. That was episode 10 of the Out of Tune podcast, Cooking Edition. And maybe we'll do one of your editions in the future, something that you're passionate about and you can teach me of. Teach me on, around.
I'll have to think of what else I'm passionate about. We did lyrics. That's about it.
And that's it. I'm done.
If I'm not talking about music lyrics, I'm just dead inside. So I'll see. I'll try to find something else.
Okay, man. Well, until next time.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Thanks for listening to the Cruise FM Out of Tune podcast. Check back for new episodes wherever you get your podcasts or at cruisefm.com.